Hi, it's Vera. Welcome to the 9th episode of the PL Pod. This being December, I bet you think I'm going to go all in on the Christmas chit-chat. You'd be wrong. I'm going to talk about January and looking ahead. While others are concentrating on decking the halls, I generally concentrate on clearing the decks. In December, I begin to send out all the work that's fit to print. I have a number of journals I like very much and who seem to like me because they accept my work. Therefore, I try to submit to them for the next newest issues in the new year. It's not like scattershot, but it's kind of close. And there are a few journals I yearn to have my work included in, and I send out to those too, because you never know, and I live in hope. When the submission file is full, I move on to the other end-of-year business I set for myself, which is looking back at the last 12 months and seeing how I did. Have I gathered enough ink? Did I submit regularly? Why did some work get a yes and other work get a no? And if I've received critiques for any of the rejections I got and I haven't dealt with them, I try to apply that advice to whatever I have, and then I send them out again. You get the picture. This is kind of a housekeeping thing, and I highly recommend that you try this. If you're a writer, it's particularly important, because if you don't submit, you won't make it into print. And if you have other organizational issues, this is a good way to give yourself a couple of hours to do that thing you need to do. And finally, in the housekeeping biz, I make a loose plan of my goals for the coming year. I make a short-term goal and a long-term goal. And that's my preparation for January thing. Being Poet Laureate has motivated me in many ways. I'm more aware of the call-outs on Twitter for organizations like Livable Sudbury and the Santa Claus Parade Committee. Both organizations have requested participation from citizens of the city, and as someone who has acted on their calls, I can say that it can be very fun. The virtual shades of my mother. The Santa Claus Parade was amazing. Shoe boxes decorated as floats and then videotaped by you and then uploaded to the library website, where they were toggled together to create a parade of matching shoe boxes. If you did this, then you know how great it was. It was fabulous and so creative, and this city has some of the most creative people that don't step into the limelight very often, and they should. So keeping an eye out for future projects is something I'm certainly going to do. And, you know, I had other things going on as well. Like, for example, on December the 10th, I was able to participate in a Zoom launch of a book called Moments, a collection of haiga curated by Lisa Mulrooney, who is the Poet Laureate of Stony Plain, Alberta. We met in a workshop, and we've bonded a little through our Poet Laureateships, and this reading was my first out-of-province poetry reading activity. It was fun. And they had a huge group of, in the audience, there were 50 people. Haiga, for those who don't know and probably don't care, is the pairing of a haiku or senryu with a photograph. I suppose you could use a tanka too. Lisa's really, really good at this. And her book is excellent. So if you look up Lisa Mulrooney, Poet Laureate, Stony Plain, you will find her. I look forward to reaching out to other Poet Laureates in other areas. It's all part of the supporting the team, right? And who knows what they've been up to and what I can steal. I wouldn't steal anything. This has been a rough year. No one would think of denying that 2020 is everyone's annus horribilis. Yes, we've all had to go through the fear, the loss, and the isolation, with all of the associated ripples. But rather than look back and lament, I encourage everyone to look forward with hope. We do have hope available to us. I am now going to read Be Calmed, a new poem of mine that offers a pause to hope. Open your mind. Imagine the world beyond the flamingo clouds. Imagine possibilities to come. Open your heart to hope, to gratitude, to sending love to those in need and those beyond need. Open your arms. Raise your hands to the universe. Fill your lungs with night air. Welcome the stars. Open your memories. Recall that which is past. Reach for that still unknown. Look with hope to the sky and stars, and be calmed. Thanks for listening to this abbreviated version of the PL Pod. My wish for all of us is to return to a happier, healthier life in 2021. Merry happy, everybody. Merry happy.